your hips closest to the baseboard as my back is resting gently on the wall behind me, and my neck and shoulders are softened. My bite and my facial expression relaxes, and I can feel my body slowly grounding. And so any anxiety and all the other projects and things and undone things and lists of things in my head and the things I want to do and all these other things are just so external. Can I really think in this moment of what it is to be in the present moment? So how does it feel to be truly grounded in this moment? How does it feel to have all my senses, my mind, to be really connected to this moment, to really feel my muscles and to feel that I'm sitting and how I'm sitting, and to observe my back and my shoulders and my head in position? Can I really start making the effort of concentrating and not to be externally driven and not to have this thing in my heart or my tummy or in my head of all the things that I need to be doing or whatever the lists of things are we have inside of us, but allowing ourselves to be just for a few seconds, right? We are sitting, we are dedicated into our yoga practice for the next few minutes, into our session for our yoga practice, and we allow ourselves to be just relaxed and just soften without any expectations. We don't have to do anything other than what our body wants to do or needs to do. And so as the body exhales, and I can feel my legs, my knees, and my muscles of my body just adjust, and I can extend them forward, I can cross them, I can open wide, it doesn't matter. Can I allow my right hand to slowly come gently forward as I exhale and bring my right hand as far forward as my body allows it, and maybe into the yoga mat, maybe along the yoga mat, forward and out, while my left hand stays on the ground, my knee or my hip, slowly exhaling, stretching gently my right side as my head dips and my hips open, and I feel my body just moving. It doesn't have to force anything. Can I rotate? Can I rotate my right side closer to the ground and elevate my left side a little bit higher, and see how that twist moves from the waist, from the hips, and extend those muscles on the pelvic area. And breathe. Allow the exhalation to just help you surrender into the movement. One more time, can I find my body breathing from the gut area, through your lungs, through the shoulders, the jaw draws in, the crown extends. One last time, can I find my body exhaling and breathing completely out from the gut area? And my hands going to slowly walk myself back into position, very gently, to reset, to really feel my body moving, to not be stuck in any other emotions, but to feel my body shifting. One more time, take a deep breath into the center pose, and maybe my legs need to change positions. In this case, my leg that was closest to my hip is going to come farther away from the hip, and the other one is going to come closer to my hip, allowing my inner thighs and hips, it doesn't matter which one it is, allow the exhalation to move the shoulders, to feel the movement of my body, and then let the exhalation move the opposite hand, the left hand that we just reached to, allow it to move slowly forward. Maybe this side is a lot more challenging, this side is a lot deeper. Maybe I can rotate a little bit deeper, and I can feel that my left side in this case comes closest to the ground, and my forehead comes closest to the floor, and my right hand is on the ground, on my knee, on my thigh, on my hip, on my lower back, to just add the twist of my torso, and I open and see how far is my body needing to go. I don't have to force anything. Can I feel that my just simply opening, right? We're warming up the body right now. We're really just sustaining the movement and the breath. Can I find that my body just activates one long inhalation to expand the shoulders, to leave and alleviate anything that might be held inside, and I extend it gently through that left arm. And then I walk my hand or my left fingers in, and my left hand then slowly walks in, and not because I'm pushing, I'm slowly readjusting, and I exhale my body back into center. Beautiful. And maybe my knees are raised, and I feel my legs extended gently in front of my body, so my heels are pressed out, and my glute muscles are pressing against the board, and I find my legs parallel towards each other, and maybe my right hand slowly moves outside my right side of the body, while my left hand crosses over, and I can feel my right arm coming all the way towards the wall behind me. It doesn't matter how far, my legs remain parallel towards each other. I do not force one toe farther than the other. Do not move my hips. I simply move the arm just outside the shoulder, or all the way up above the hip area. So find your body moving and extending and reaching and lengthening. Maybe your left hand is on the legs. Maybe your left hand is on the ground. Do not force the joints. Press the heels, flex the toes, extend the fingers. One more time, breathing into this position. Exhaling through your tummy, one long expansion through your underarm, through your rib cage, your jaw draws in, the crown that extends a little bit longer, one last long deep breath into this position, expanding the fingers, a hand towards the sky, and the right arm slowly comes out and around and gently comes slowly towards the floor, settling the right side, pressing the heels, letting the right hand give you a pivoting and the left hand. And what are the things that I'm thinking about? What are the things that are distracting me at this point? Can I stay present? Can I feel and give myself 100% on the position? Can I give of myself 100%? Can I feel my body? And this is my head, my neck, my shoulders. Can I check with them? Can I observe my rib cage, the twists of my torso, the expansion of the left arm a little bit longer, not because I'm tearing anything. I'm just simply allowing it to softly with support to lengthen. One more time. Are my toes and heels parallel? Am I rotating through my hips? One more time. Can I slowly connect to my tummy? Let your last long inhalation. Feel that the left arm is very tall, long towards the sky. And when your body's ready, let the left arm slowly come around and see how it feels to just undo and slowly unwind the body. And that's really what's happening, right? The body's wound up. And maybe legs slowly are able to slowly contract and bring them in, heels in, hips stay close towards the baseboard of your of the wall. And your back is really long and flat. My neck is really strong. My hands are going to hold the outside of my thighs, my knees, my calves, and I'm going to open the elbows wide enough. So if my hands are in such a place that the elbows are able to be about shoulder height, and my hands press against the hands, my knees and legs press against the hands, and the hands are against the legs, and my head is slowly drawn, and my jaws drawn in. So defining the extension of the entire vertebral column, including the neck. And I find my heels, not my toes. When my body's ready, only my head is going to slowly separate from the wall and then roll it gently as if my chin were to come to gently touch the chest. And then breathe in. And then without rushing, without any forcefulness, engaging the body, reawaken the body, raising the head, slowly back into the center, into the wall behind us. And one more time, exhale and breathe out as if your abdomen flexes and your head moves out and forward, jaw towards the chest. And one more time, rounding the vertebral column, extend towards the crown. One more time, exhaling. Feel that your body moves and you're moving through your shoulder blades. The movement comes through the spine, the contraction of the abdomen, and simply extend and raise towards the crown and the head, away from the ground, and exhale. Breathe. Breathing out. When you move forward to contract, breathing up as you move your neck. One last time, can I find my head and my shoulders, all the tension that built on this upper body, to exhale it and to raise it up. And what is it, the things that come to mind when I do that? And I place the back of my head. And again, it's a practice, right? It's a constant awareness and reconnection, finding my head steady and looking over the right shoulders without rolling the head off the wall, simply onto the wall, holding, breathing in. Check the shoulders, check the elbows, allow your body to exhale one more time, feel it, and then inhale, raise your head back into center, and then towards the left side, again, rolling it into the wall, so it doesn't have to move away from the wall. Exhale, inhaling kindly, and then exhale slowly, and then come back to the center, breathe in, breathe in, single movement to the right side, elbows broad, triceps onto the wall, moving your head slowly, find your jaw, inhale to the center, and exhale to the left. Find that your head looks out towards the left shoulder, take your head and return back to the center, breathing in, and moving out towards the right shoulder blade. Last time, bringing back towards the center, and moving towards the left, and feel that your jaw, your head slowly rounds and reaches, and then come back to the center, breathing in. And then exhale, releasing head and shoulders and spine and back, and find that your body soften. Bring your legs gently towards the side of your body. So the right leg contracts into your groin area while the left leg moves towards the left side of your body. And you slowly allow the body to align. So your hips are aligned, your left leg is really aligned with the baseboard, and your right knee comes as forward or as far out as it needs to be, and the back presses against the wall. And let the body exhale gently. Your left hand comes towards the ground in a place that is supportive of the position, and your right arm comes slowly on the wall towards the sky, gently lengthening and reaching slowly over your head, and find that your heel and toes are slowly aligned with the wall. And you're feeling the leg touching the wall, your right hand extending a little bit longer, a little bit taller, opening the side of your torso, the head looks towards the ground, towards the chest, towards the right underarm. One more time. Feel your body stretching, right? The opportunity to just open and exhale, surrender. Do not think so much about all the things that sometimes we think. Just feel your body. Allow your body to, one more time, to slowly observe the extension, to observe the intuition of the body itself in your last long deep breath in. Exhale and then release slowly your right arm, your left arm exhales very, very gently. Your right hand stays moving forward, it stays long towards the ground. Allow your right hand to come towards the front of your body, and the left arm comes all the way up towards the sky, and then rotates softly to open the torso behind us. If your chest is going to come against the wall. So the left arm comes around the shoulder. It doesn't matter how high or how low or how perpendicular to your shoulder might be. And your right hand helps you bring the torso slightly closer to the wall. And your head, and you breathe in, and you open all the muscles of the front of that shoulder, of the front of the chest. Do not pinch, do not overextend a joint. Find your right hand to give you support, that your torso rotates, that you're breathing. That we exhale to release. One more time, opening the chest muscles, not the shoulder joint, but the chest area when your last long inhalation. Breath in, less is more. Exhale and then soften the right arm, so your arm slowly undoes from the position, and you bring your body gently back into center pose, bringing the left knee to contract and your right leg to extend along the wall. And you feel the heel, the toes moving as far away from the body as possible and against the base of the wall, while your left knee is as wide to the left or as front or close to the right inner thigh as needed. Your left hand gives you soft balance to support your hips, to feel your body engaged. And when your body's ready, the right hand comes towards the thigh, towards your knee, towards your shin, towards the toes, and the left arm comes slowly towards the sky, and you feel your body reaching and engaging gently. Breath in. Allow your body to exhale. Maybe you can do it against the wall here next to me. Find your extension. Feel your spine, feel your jaw, feel your neck aligned, breathing in. So what does it feel like to open those thigh muscles? Observe your body breathing in and breathing out. 2 more times, can you really engage? So every time that we exhale, we let go a little bit more, and let your body tell you, and let your body guide you as you exhale. Finally, breathe and move through the right side, and inhale slowly the left. As your body exhales, release gently the left arm, and you slowly soften it gently to the front of your leg, towards the front of your shin. Maybe this side is more challenging. Maybe you need to adjust or readjust your body, or maybe this side is a lot easier, and your right arm opens to the right side of your body. You lift it up, and then you rotate your torso until your torso looks towards the wall in front of you. And your left arm helps you to come gently through the front of your torso, through and from the sternum through the chest area, not into the joint of the shoulder. So do not overextend. Contract your shoulder blade. Feel that your spine opens, tall and long, that your jaw draws in, that your left arm moves you closer towards the wall. Deep breath. Exhale through your tummy. Is your abdomen active? Are you pressing your hips down, or are you lifting them? Are you grinding through your teeth? Can you observe your last 2 breaths? Observing that the spine lengthens, that your abdomen contracts, that your last 1 full, complete breath. Observe without rushing to exhale and open, and then slowly inhale, softening the left arm, then the right arm comes gently back upright to give enough room for that movement on that shoulder and that chest area. And you bring your right leg gently forward, and you feel your body sitting. And we're going to rotate gently into the wall. This time we're going to allow the legs to slowly open outside, heels in first into the wall, inner thighs facing to the wall, and you can open as wide and close to the wall as you need to. And maybe your body allows the heels to touch and the toes to touch the wall in front of you. And your inner thighs are feeling the connection into the physical body, and the hips stay just steady. Allow your inner thighs to hold and your quad muscles to hold your kneecaps, not to be overextending your hips either. That your abdomen supports a position, that your hands start walking gently up the wall, and you feel your body slowly opening shoulders, opening arms, and resting against the wall. And maybe your head extends a little bit taller your lower back. So it comes from the hips, it comes from the lower back, that your torso lengthens into the wall and your forehead rests as close to the wall as possible. And your arms are as wide apart from the head as needed and as tall as your body allows it. And so what are the muscles that you're using? Right? You're resting the palms of the hands, you're opening the abdomen, you're opening the ribcage, you're lifting your chest muscles. And you breathe in. Less is always a little bit more in yoga. So less meaning you are not having to overdo the position. Observe your body. Take step back as much as your body needs to. Exhale all the way through when and if your body is ready. Can you find the inhalation that triggers and extends and opens and moves the base of the spine when your last long inhalation happens deeply into the wall? Exhale and move your hands slowly down, soften your elbows, your shoulders, your back, your shoulder blades, your spine, your hips, the base of the vertebrae column, and then let your body slowly reach back and feel that your right and left knee slowly contract, and you flex your knees in such a way that the tip of the toes are touching the baseboard. And your hands are going to be of support. So your right and left hand are just simply of support here behind the shoulders, behind the hips, and you're going to start with the right side. So find, you can be as close or as far apart from the wall as your body will allow you. You can accommodate and reaccommodate and readjust as the movement finds fruitful for your body, beneficial. So do not lock the elbows, do not lock the shoulders, roll them back, engage your triceps. Let your right leg to slowly come around and raise towards the wall in front of you. Can you feel that your right heel becomes very tall? Your knee can be as bent as needed or as extended as possible in your body. And feel that your jaw draws in, that you're not hanging on your neck, that you're moving slowly through your shoulders back and your chest forward. And you're slowly, again, all the things that we think about, right? What are the things that a movement can create inside our body? And I know that it's challenging sometimes to move and stretch those muscles. It's challenging to engage the abdomen in positions like this. It's challenging maybe for our hips, or maybe for our hamstrings, or maybe for the shoulders. And so what happens when we press that button? What happens in our mind? What happens in our heart? What happens in our emotions? Can I really regulate? We know that in social sciences, we talk constantly about how is it that we regulate ourselves? How is it that we have management of those emotions that come up? How can we allow ourselves not to be clouded by those reactive thoughts and reactive emotions, but to be present? Can I intentionally and create, again, an important focus into my body, into my mind, letting my last long deep breath, feeling my right leg just active, my thighs are active. And then slowly, I'm going to bend my elbows, giving me enough of my torso so my right leg softens, and I place it into the ground. And I allow my body to slowly press from the toes, my hips back, and extend it, and feel that my heels slowly touch the wall in front of me. And the toes and heels and knees and shins are all perpendicular, going up and down the wall, and I allow my right hand to slowly move as if I were to push the wall in front of me. So the left shoulder, the left arm presses back, maybe towards the hip, towards the lower back area, while my right hand presses slowly with the tip of the fingers, with the tallest finger, with the palm of the hand, and your head slowly dips, and my knees are not twisting, my ankles are not rotating. I find stability, find that the right hand, the left arm presses as far back as it needs to be. Then I find my right arm pushing gently into the front of my body. One more time. Is my abdomen really contracting? Can I really move from the gut area as my head is drawing in the jaw and the mandible? Can I find my neck lengthening, not on my shoulders, not tension? clear, open the body. One more time, exercise the ability to just extend and really functionality of the body to process all those things that are internal. And I allow my last exhalation to breathe out through my right, and then slowly bringing my right hand in. And I exhale and I sit. Can I sit very, very tall in this position? Can I open my shoulders so my chest clears out and opens forward? Can I hold through my waist and raise my back rather than slump my body into position? Can I really raise my rib cage away from the waist? Not that that's a judgment, not that I'm criticizing my physical body, I'm just observing. Can I be present? And so what does it take for that? My knees need to be flexed. Do I need to adjust my hand position? Can I move my head and jaw to support that movement? Can I intentionally have to engage my gut and abdomen cavity? Last long, deep breath. Strong and up tall position of my body. And I exhale and release gently. And I find my knees one more time, flexing while my toes remain closest to the baseboard. And I slide my hips closer to the wall in front of me while my hands are shifting back. Shoulder blades hug the cervical spine, fingers, palms of hands, heel of the hands are not engaged in the position, flexing the elbows so you're not pushing. Shoulder blades press back and left leg moves around and comes as tall as your left leg allows. And sometimes the left leg might be more or less challenging. So they're both, all to say that both legs are not exactly the same. Can I feel my body? Can I exhale? Can I exhale from the gut, from the abdomen? Can I find my toes active? Can I just be patient in observation? That means, how can I constantly keep engaging my body? Not that my body feels numb, not that I'm restricting blood flow, that I'm constantly adjusting and moving and paying attention on how far and how deep my muscles need to move. Is my jaw, on my head, on my abdomen, on my chest, on my shoulder blades? Can I just take mental inventory of my body? Can I rediscover, again, that rhythm, the rhythm of my internal energy? Can I find my last 2 breaths into this position? Observing that the exhalation really breathes out through your gut and the inhalation really opens my torso, my spine longest. And when the body is ready, can I allow my elbows to give enough room so I can softly and gently undo from the position, extending my legs back, pressing my heels and toes and soles of your feet into the wall, relaxing my arms, shoulders, spine. Can I hold my posture, raising my chest? Can I allow my right hand to come towards the thigh, towards the hip, towards the ground, and my left hand to start reaching very softly towards the wall? Maybe it's the tip of the toes, maybe, or the fingers, I should say. Maybe the palm of the hand completely, and the right hand moves back, and the shoulder moves back, and you feel the body exhale, and your head moves, and you intentionally reach towards the wall, and your knees bend as much as you need to, or flex them as much as you need to, and observe that your body shifts, that you're rotating. There's a movement of the right hip flexors and the left hip flexors. The right hip flexors contract and move and create a torque force to move the torso through the left side into the wall, while the abdomen really holds the position. The back starts opening. And the extension of the movement, find that your shoulder opens. That you're really, all those muscles that we are engaging and tensing in all day, can I give them a reprieve? And find that this movement may allow for, again, shifting away from any tension that I may have held in my body. And I practice. And I find my last breath to exhale and feel my body stretching into the wall. And then slowly I undo, and I feel my hand and arm returning back to center. This time maintaining the feet into the wall. I sit very tall with my knees as flexed as need to be, and my arms come wide, and I raise my hands towards the sky until my thumbs interlace above my head, and I feel my fingers pointing towards the ceiling, and I find my jaw drawn in and feel my back really sitting tall. And I flex my knees so I can feel that I'm sitting on the sitting bones, and my tummy is retracted into my lower back, that I raise my shoulder blades and arms, and my jaw is slowly shifting the rest of my spine. And so what does it feel? What does it feel in both shoulders? And how do I review it? And what is the conversation I have with both shoulders? Can I find my tummy? Can I observe the crown of the head one more time? Observing the extension of the body. Let your last long extension. Can you feel the underarms, right? We're moving all the way, all those muscles internally, and let the thumbs and do fingers to slowly soften the wrists and elbows and shoulders to release and soften towards the ground. Beautiful. Take a body to breathe in and exhale all the way through when and if your body's ready. Allow slowly for your left foot to stay on the wall and your right knee to bend, your right knee to slowly open wide as if you're pointing the right knee out, and you open as wide as comfortable, and then you're going to invite that right knee to slowly move forward as if you're just dropping the inner thigh towards the ground. So, and you're going to shift the ankle, shift the toes, you can flex it, you can maintain it extended, and you let your right knee as wide as, or as close into your body as your muscles allow it. And you can feel your body now stretching your shin muscles, stretching the ankle area, maybe activating your knee joint and the muscles to support that, the ligaments and tendons to support that joint, hugely important joint, and my thighs, the quad muscles. And I'm sitting as even onto my hips as my body allows. And sometimes I have to lean completely onto my left side, or I can just simply sit without using my hands. And my body exhales, and maybe my right and left hand stay in the position. This is as far as I'm gonna go. I'm perfectly okay with it. Can I bring your hands maybe towards the sky, and maybe the fingers slowly move gently towards the wall in front of you, and I touch, and as much into my leg, into the ankle, into the toes, into the wall in front of me with one of both hands, and I feel my body reaching and extending and opening. Can I balance both sides? Can I feel and connect to my left toes, foot, knee, thigh, jaw, opening my body, reaching, exhaling 2 more times with patience. Observe what happens. What are the things that internally happen to your body? 1 more time. What is the thing that you find deepest inside of you that is actually of most value in your heart? Can I concentrate as I breathe and embrace that feeling? And I exhale and slowly soften all parts of my body, walking my hands, my arms, my shoulders into upright position. And I take weight all the way off that right knee into the left side. And I'm going to raise the right leg, right knee, right inner thigh. And I'm going to move softly that right leg around, very, very gently. Not all legs move at the same pace. You don't have to catch up with anybody, as you already know. Settle through the right leg, lean into the opposite side, bringing the left knee in up first, and then slowly open it wide next, as far away from your body as possible, and then drop it forward. So bring that the right knee stays long and the left inner thigh comes slowly towards the ground, very gently. And you find whatever, again, challenges our body is giving us, observing it and respect those, right? It's not about forcing the body. And maybe the foot extends or flexes, or maybe the foot stretches through the shin and the ankle, the calf, completely your pose, your back, your shoulders, your position, your right hand on the ground to support tall height into your torso and crown. Maybe your arms stay slowly to the ground. Maybe both arms extend towards the sky and you raise them above the shoulders, or maybe your arms slowly move gently towards the wall in front of you, towards the ankle, towards the toes, towards your shin, towards your knee, towards your thigh. As long as your neck is not doing the work, is your abdomen moving forward. So you're feeling now, you're isolating the movement of your hamstring, movement of the hips, that your hips are actually tilting forward, right? That you're moving slowly the top portion of your pelvic area and then just tilting out. So you're extending the hamstrings without having to lock the knee. And your left leg, of course, feels the shins, maybe your thighs, your arms and shoulders and torso balance, right? If you're leaning more on one side, try to balance with the opposite. If you're leaning into the right, can you raise that right arm, raise that rib cage so the left side feels balanced and supported. 1 more time, inhale through the crown. Press back through your tailbone. Soften your knees. 1 more time, feel the head and the jaw adjusting to this position. Can you allow your toes in your last one breath to really feel connected to the wall. Opening toes, not forgetting to they expand the sole of your foot when your body breathes out. Slowly soften and walk your hands very, very gently towards the sides of your body, towards sky. I think we raise the arms above the head, if I'm not mistaken. So can I find my arms to open wide and interlace the thumbs above the head and extending gently your fingers towards the ceiling, and I sit into the position as much as my body allows it. And observe your body long and tall while your tummy supports, while your belly button area draws in. And can I find my shoulder blades moving towards each other, the underarms opening? One more time, observe. What does it feel like? Not to force, but to invite the body to slowly, deep breath, and process all and everything that you have inside of you. Just move it through your breath. Let your last one breath to exhale and release your hands and arms very, very gently towards the sides of your body. Lean completely away from your flexed knee on your right side, and your left knee raises it gently and easily and extends softly forward. Just help it with your left hand. Take your time. Do not rush. Breath in, exhale. Beautiful. Allow your knees to slowly come in. Stay about arm distance from the wall. So I'm going to walk myself until I calculate more or less that I'm about arm distance from the wall. And I'm going to very gently allow my hands to come just next to my hips. And my feet are wide enough, separate enough, and my toes and kneecaps are always in the same direction. So I'm not forcing a twist to my joints. And I'm walking my hands a little bit closer to my glutes until my fists, my fingers raise a little bit, and I float a little bit off the ground with my hips. And I breathe in. Can I stay in this position? Can I sway a little bit to the right and a little bit to the left? Can I slide through my yoga mat from right to left to loosen up those hips, to loosen up my knees, my ankles, my abdomen, my lower back? 2 more times. Breath. Exhale, exhale. 1 more time. Breathe, breathe in. Settle, settle gently down. Allow your legs to slowly soften. Bring your legs forward. Bring your legs to come gently up the wall about knee height. And observe that your hands are holding your legs from behind. You're not tensing, you're not forcing the back. You're lengthening the body. So your arms give you support. So your lower back is lifting the chest and your feet are about, again, knee height. And you calculate that to feel that your knees are comfortable. Are you too far? Are you about 90 degrees, a little bit wider than 90 degrees from the calves to hamstring direction? When my body's ready, and I feel my exhalation to slowly empty, find that your left hand is holding the legs and your right hand becomes a little bit lighter. And maybe the right shoulder softens, and maybe the right hand comes towards the side of your hip on the ground, maybe touching the fingers to the ground, or maybe behind you, or maybe the right arm comes slowly to open behind you. And you feel that your chest slowly rotates and looks towards the right side. Not because you're grounding, you're sinking, it's because you're lifting. And your left hand holds and your left arm opens and you breathe in, your jaw draws in. Can you find your tummy? And you pressing evenly with both legs. That's the trick. Find your last 2 breaths. Exhale, exhale, holding tall, observing your tummy. Are we engaging those muscles of the core? And so what does it feel like to engage those core muscles? When your last long breath comes in, exhale and release. Slowly, hands into your legs. We're going to allow the hands to walk down your hamstrings and your back to round into the floor. Slowly, do not drop. Beautiful. Maintain your legs right there where they are. See how far you are from the wall. Are your knees and ankles and hips perfectly okay in this position? Flatten the belly, soften the chest, move your arms towards the sky, raising them up. And the back of the arms slowly touch the wall above the shoulders. Slowly keep a full 180 rotation of the shoulders and slowly open the arms as wide as you need to, bend the elbows as much as you need to, fingernails touch the floor, open the heels, the ball of your toes into the wall in front of you and flatten the belly. Beautiful. Can you press with your legs into the wall? Can you tuck in the chin so your neck opens? 1 more time, really open that midsection, right? We've been holding, we've been tensing with that core muscles of the abdomen, of the chest. Can you let your last exhalation to empty, to feel those organs in the abdominal cavity? Just breathe, inhaling deeply. And then kindly with your hands, you're going to first pay attention to your arms to come around your shoulders. They don't have to come all the way up, and come slowly right next to your hips, right next to your glutes. Observe your elbows and triceps slowly into the ground, and then start raising your legs, and you walk your hands, raising your head and your shoulders, and start walking your hands down your legs to the hamstrings until your body comes one more time into upright position. Slowly, not neck. Press slowly through your arms, fold the elbows, beautiful. Hold your legs from behind, feel your body balance. Deep breath, beautiful. Exhale, exhale. One more time. Jaw draws in, crown of head extends. When your body's ready, right hand stays steady, and the left arm now comes around and gently reaches towards the outside of the hip, towards the behind the glute or hip area, or outside the shoulder, and to slowly rotate through your torso. And you hold, not because you're sinking your back, because you're raising your back. And your abdomen immediately is going to fire up. So your abdominal cavity is going to strengthen, and your chest is going to raise, and your shoulder, because you're moving your right arm, your left arm, your left hand wide, your shoulders are going to open, so your chest becomes active, and you feel your pectoral muscles. So you breathe in, and you look, and you twist out to the left side. Again, unapologetically, feel that your body really rotates. One more time, breathe in, and then exhale. So what does it feel like for the neck, for the spine? One more time, inhale, open the body, raise the torso. Final long deep breath. Can you really hold? Last full breath, extending, and then release slowly your left hand gently towards the back of your legs. And now you're dying to reach there. Can you hold your calves, back of your knees, sitting tall? And when your body is able to then let go, start from the base of the spine, from your tailbone. Roll it, roll your hips, walk your hands, as you know, holding your legs to give you support, and then slowly rest. Pay attention how you move into the ground. Are you too far? Are you too close to the wall? Can you let your body exhale your hips into the ground, knees extended or flexed? Find your jaw, find the shoulder blades and triceps when your body is ready. Use the abdomen, right? All those core muscles that we've engaged. Raise your arms towards the sky, bring them towards the ceiling, and, and roll them through the back of the arms, through the back of the fingernails into the floor, and open the underarms. And your jaw draws in, and you feel the abdomen flattening, the shoulder blades moving into the base of the back, finding your abdomen flattening, your entire rib cage extending deepest into the ground. Balance your feet, balance your inner thighs, flexing, touch, right? If you are anything like me, I get distracted immediately. So can I use my body to bring me back to the moment? Can I use my thumb? Can I use my pinky? Can I connect to the back of my hands and my triceps and my entire forearm area? And can I feel that my tailbone area lifts a little bit forward so I can press my abdomen into the ground and my lower back into the floor? Again, checking again my jaw, my cervical spine, my pectoral muscles. When and if my body is ready, I can feel the full stretch into this position. Exhaling very, very gently. We're going to come back for the last time, bringing your arms around, up, around, or simply to the sides of your body by flexing knees, touching your glutes, touching the outside of your thighs. Very methodically, not to push. Elbows immediately bend so you're not transferring that pressure to your neck. Raise your head softly, raise your shoulder blades softly, walk your hands gently, use the wall for stickiness until your body slowly walks into your legs. And you feel your body this time moving and rounding all the way forward over your thighs. As your jaw and head comes in between your knees, between your thighs, looking towards your navel, rounding the spine. Exhale, feet on the wall. Exhale slowly to this position one more time. So what happens? What are the joints and what are the muscles? What are the parts of the body that we're engaging when and if my body is ready? Can I find my last exhalation? Squeeze into the tummy. Observing your shoulder blades to be brought and extended, and then exhale and release softly. The hands, the elbows, the shoulders release. Your legs, cross them gently over the ankle. Allow to roll over towards your right side of your right hip, and let your hands to slowly support you so the right knee comes into the ground. And your body comes as far as one leg distance from the wall. And we're going to allow the right knee to be easily, and you can place double mat, you can place a blanket, you can place a pillow under your right knee if that's necessary, and your left leg is going to slowly look into the wall next to you. So you're going to be about leg distance, and you can place it as high or as low as you need to, and with your foot parallel towards the ground and parallel towards the ceiling. So the heel and toes are drawing a line into the wall, and your right hip is steady into the floor, and your left hip is just open, and you feel your body again. Never on the fists, never on the heel of the hands. Soften the elbows, look at your torso, look at the shoulders, and see if your torso needs to be adjusted. Is your right arm needing to open a little bit wider? Can you slowly find your glutes and raise them a little farther away? Can I exhale from this position? Can I find my hands wide enough that I'm balanced through both arms? And then kindly bending the elbows wide to the right and left, and feel that your chest comes slowly towards the ground. So the elbows move very, very wide, and your head comes slowly towards the floor, and you hold it. Deep breath. Open your chest, open your elbows, open your triceps, hold your tummy. One last time. Exhale, and press up. Inhale. Hold it, abdomen supports. One last time, deep breath in, and then exhale forward and down. Exhale, single breath, all the way down. Press up, use your hands evenly, and down, exhale. Can you move to the range of your body? Inhaling, last long exhalation. Feel your body. You're activating those muscles. Feel that you're activating your chest. Intentionally press up, inhale. And hold. One more time, breath in, and we're going to slowly, I'm going to be nice to you. Let your left foot slowly come undone from the wall, very softly, heels, toes, flexing the knee, placing to the floor. We're going to rotate, so I'm going to give you my back, slowly rotating 180, so I look away toward the opposite side of my yoga mat. My left knee now is on the floor. I know exactly or vaguely where that distance is perfect for my right leg. And my right leg then comes into the wall. I adjust. And again, do I need to place a pillow? Do I need to place a blanket? Do I need to feel my body? Just balancing slowly. And I never move too quickly. I never go very far. I just find the most comfortable position. And then I can gradually increase and add intensity to the pose. And my arms, most importantly, fists into the ground, tip of the fingers, one finger, the full palm of the hand, whatever is most comfortable. Can I raise my glutes? So I'm not rounding my spine. I'm not just hiding from those hips. I'm actually engaging them by tailbone area, rotating them back. By my toes and heels being always parallel towards the ground and ceiling. Can I breathe? Can I exhale? Beautiful. 2 more times. Inhale deeply, move and connect to your shoulders. Make sure both arms are even. 1 more time. Feel the body strong and open. As you exhale, bend. Bend the elbows, open the elbows wide, and use the chest muscles, not the shoulders, and feel that you're even through both sides. Inhale and exhale as close to the ground. You can rest your head if you need to. You can hover for higher intensity of the ground. Allow your chest to be broad. One last time. Breath in. Press the heel, toes even. Exhale, come up. Inhaling. Hold it. Exhale. Use your abdomen. And then come slowly down. Single breaths. Exhale. Come up. Inhale. Strong. Use your left hip. Exhale. Bending. Come up. Inhaling. Shoulders and chest. Exhale. Can you breathe into your body? Gently, last inhalation. Can you find the strength? Hold it, exhale, and then toes, then heel, knee, hip. Slowly soften the leg towards the ground. Beautiful. Find your body rotating 90 degrees towards the wall. And let your body exhale and feel that your elbows and hands are slowly going to rest into the floor, that the crown of the head is going to gently move towards the wall in front of you. And you're going to slowly and softly touch the crown of the head towards the wall in front of you. Not because you're pushing your neck, you're not squeezing the cervical spine. You're basically pulling far away from the wall enough that is an effort for your body to stretch the crown of your head into the wall. And your hips pull back as if you're refusing to touch with your head into the wall. because your hips are pulling you away from it. When the body's ready, can you find your tummy? Deep breath. Without pushing into your head, without pushing into your elbows, into your shoulders, into your hands, let your last full exhalation to your tummy. And then settle your left knee to the ground under your hip, and your right leg slowly moves back. And you feel that your toes touch the ground, flexing the toes and pushing the heel away from the body. So your head almost wants to leave the wall, and your right heel slowly presses back while your toes keep tucking in. And you stretch the calves, you're really flexing the toes closer towards the body while the heel presses away and the crown of the head extends. And you can feel how the abdomen and the right side, the entire right thigh, the right hip, the rib cage, find your body inhaling, flexing by pressing the heels out and the toes in. One long deep breath in. Abdomen, really tucking the belly as you exhale, pressing the heel, and then slowly flex the right knee. Inhale, move back, settle your hips towards the heels of your feet, towards your calves, and stretch away from the arms, from the shoulders. Drop your head as close towards the ground as your body allows you. Then feel your shoulders and elbows release. If I were to sit or place a sack of potatoes right on your lower back, can you feel how that moves the torso down and your hips behind to open your thighs, to move into your glutes, to really press against the seat of your pants while your head drops. One more time, inhaling. And observe your exhalation. So what happens when you let go? Is it your shoulders? Is it your back? Is it your knees? Where is it that our attention needs to go right now? Can I maintain it close and into the physical body? When and if the body empties and you can feel your gut and your chest and your shoulder blades slowly moving and shifting, then return. Move your fingers, move your wrists, move your hands, move your elbows, and slowly walk your body very gently forward. And you slowly and gently readjust to all that blood has been pulled away from your body by flexing, away from your legs, I should say, by flexing the legs, to slowly move gently that weight away from the knees and flushing all that blood into your legs. So you're going to feel the pressure leaving, the blood leaving from the upper body into your legs, and feel the forearms, the elbows, as you know, in perfect position, your crown of head slowly moving into the wall, your right knee adjusting. Feel that your right knee is right under the right hip, that your left leg slowly shifts back, that your toes flex and your heel presses back, and you're allowing your abdomen to retract while your toes find the stickiness of your yoga mat to press away the heel from the body. And you flex your thighs, you squeeze the glute, you tuck in the tummy, and you're not letting the crown of the head press into the wall, because your left heel presses back and your abdomen tucks and your back is not pinched, your back is not over extended or actually overarched or rounded, it's long. And the jaw draws in and the crown slowly moves the crown into the wall. And you engage your quads, really hug your quads. Deep breath. We brought a lot of blood into those quads a few seconds ago. Can you find your body really engaging those? And so what does it feel to engage? Again, quads, because there are four, right? There are four big muscles into the upper thigh. Can you really, those are probably the largest muscles. They are actually the largest muscles in the human body. So feel that you're connecting, breathing. They need a lot of energy. They need a lot of oxygen. Am I being generous and conscious with my breath? Is there anything that comes to mind? One last long inhalation. Can I feel my body to really engage those thighs, to really feel the counteracting muscles to stretch? And I exhale and release the left knee into the ground, and I soften. And one more time, I move all the way back, and I find my hips coming towards my heels, and I exhale my arms and shoulders to stretch them, to not find any pressure, while my back rounds into the floor. Am I dropping my head easily towards the direction of the floor? Are my shoulder blades, because I'm opening my underarms, my shoulder blades shift towards my neck area to support the cervical spine and allow the neck to be lengthened. And the abdomen, the tummy flexes and the glutes press back.
And my fingers and hands slowly keep moving to just soften the joints of the hands, the wrists, the elbows, the shoulders, and breathe. How generous am I being with my exhalation? When and if my body is ready. Hopefully your fingers are close to the wall in front of you. If you're not, then walk a few inches, very soft. Do not raise your head. Just simply walk a little bit closer to the wall so you feel your fingers touching the wall, soft into your tips. And maybe the right arm walks softly deeper into the wall. The left arm walks a little bit deeper into the wall, maybe towards the baseboard, maybe a little bit higher. And your fingers slowly touch the wall and your body exhales slowly, and you raise your arms a little bit wider and into the wall without forcing your back. And simply by the movement of the shoulder blades, you extend and you activate those back muscles. So hug your wing muscles, your muscles on the wing side of your upper back, your lat muscles, hug them, and your tummy tucks in, and your neck and shoulders are softly supporting the cervical spine, and your head drops towards the ground. You breathe and you exhale. Feel your body breathing one more time to support the full extension. Let your last 2 breaths. Can you find those muscles strong in the upper body? Very nice. In your last breath in, exhale, and then soften your fingers softly, one hand at a time. Then touch the floor. Very nice. Breath in. Let your body slowly exhale. Find that your hands come under the shoulders, your hips over your knees, gently, very, very gently, on hands and knees. And you're going to rest. It doesn't matter which side. You're going to walk yourself to rest the shoulder and the hip closest to the wall. So just one side of your body. And you're moving against the wall in such a way that your hips and your shoulder are touching the wall. Then at that point, you're going to drop onto the opposite hip, so away from the wall, maintaining your glutes as close as needed, and then raising your knees, walking your hips a little bit closer, walking your feet a little bit closer, and maybe your glutes are touching now. Maybe you can actually move your seat closest to the wall, enough that your body rolls on one side and you raise your legs against the wall and your hips keep moving. Maybe your elbows are able to touch the sides of your rib cage on the ground, and you move and drag softly yourself into the wall closer, and you find all the work that we have done onto your joints is now cleansing, moving it gently, and you'll find your body releasing your hands, your shoulders, resting your fingers, resting your entire shoulder blade area. Again, an increased amount of blood flow, letting those lungs, right? We're being exposed to such a new infectious being into our respiratory system, right? So we want to make sure that we provide enough opportunity for those lungs to clear, to gain enough capacity in our lungs, that we support the circulation of the body. Any inflammation, irritation is just bathing through, that you are paying attention to your entire lymphatic system, that your nodules, your entire glands are just letting them be released from any pressure, any toxicity. And your immune system responds, and your back rests, and the back of your neck rests. Maybe in this position, when your body is ready. And if you're feeling your breath aligning and supporting the rhythm of your heart rate and blood pressure, your left leg stays on the wall, your right leg raises a little bit off the wall and maybe towards the head area, because your left leg presses a little bit into the wall and your heel presses up, or your heel supports the position, and you raise your right leg off the wall. Doesn't mean that your knee doesn't have to be overextended. You can flex your knee a little bit. You can give yourself the grace of movement of your right leg while your shoulder blades are flat. You're not raising the shoulders, you're dropping the shoulder blades, and your right leg opens a little bit over the head. You breathe in, exhaling all the way through. One more time. Can you really activate through your right foot, right leg? And then your right leg slowly moves into the wall softly. And you rested. And you breathe in and you breathe out. And see what happens when your right leg now remains secure against the wall, never locking. Your left leg slowly comes off the wall. And you move it over the chest, over the head, over the neck. And you breathe in and you breathe out. Can you find your shoulder blades slowly into the ground, your arms and elbows relax, feel your fingers soften, observe your left leg to be just far away from the wall, your tummy muscles retract, your neck long, breathe into this position. Exhale to your tummy. Observe 4 more breaths, just observe your abdomen. So where is your attention going? Is it okay to catch your attention with your body? And how does it feel? In a way that is supportive and not forceful in your last full breath. Can I feel my body? And moving slowly my left leg as I release it into the wall in front of me, and I rest it and I feel a movement deep into my tummy. And then inhaling, I raise my right leg off the wall as much as I need to, breath in. And then I exhale it and move it into the wall as much as I need to. And the left leg comes off the wall as much as I inhale, I move. And as much as I exhale, and move my left leg. And so what does it feel to move it through your hip joints? That your thigh bone moves as you inhale the right leg, and the exhalation moves, and you connect. You can feel those muscles shifting the right, and the inhalation bringing the left leg off the wall, and then exhale it into the wall. Final time. Is your right leg able to slowly shift? One more time. Now you're feeling every movement, every range of movement. Can you exhale and softly reach into the wall in your last long inhalation? Breath in. Can you re-encounter yourself? Can you feel the connection to who you are, to the self inside your body? And when your body's ready, both legs come off the wall. And you retract them by bending your knees, by raising your legs, by using not the hip flexors, but your abdomen. Your jaw draws in, the shoulder blades are flat, your arms on the sides or over your shoulders, it doesn't matter. Breath in. Exhale all the way through. Can you feel your body? One more time. Connecting your legs, connecting your feet, activating your toes. Are you distracted by things around? Are you really, really thinking about your body? Is that okay for my mind to be at this point 100% dedicated to this one breath? So what does it feel like to exhale in this position? My last long inhalation. Can I exhale and release the pressure, bending my knees, placing my feet just about knee height, if at much, and soles of your feet facing to the wall. Heels are steady, toes as you know. So if you were just standing up and find that your heels keep moving a little bit closer and your knees and legs open a little bit wider and flatten your lower back. And say if your thighs are coming towards the rib cage, as if you're flexing your thighs into your tummy. Can you bring that flexion to be a little bit deeper? Are your arms on the sides or above the shoulders? Can you extend the entire back area into this position? One more time. Do not force your head, not force your joints. Let your last full deep breath. Can you feel that your abdomen is massaged by the flexion of your legs into your tummy? And then very, very gently, let your body exhale. And then walk your feet a little bit higher, your heels a little bit taller than your knees, so you have enough traction in your legs. Your hands next to your hips or on the sides of your yoga mat. And you're going to press the triceps, the back of the elbows, the back of the shoulders, and you're going to press your feet to raise your hips a little bit to the ground and massage your spine. As you raise your hips, you massage through the entire crest of every one of your vertebrae, raising your glutes off the ground until your hands are maybe able to touch your hips or your waist, and you move your feet wider and taller if that's necessary. Let your not turn your head, Observe your spine long, your tummy tucked. One last time. Breath in. Roll down. Exhale through your shoulders, through every vertebrae. Feel your body slowly moving your hips towards the ground. Beautiful. Are your legs tall enough? Breath in. Let go through your mouth. Exhale through your mouth. Cleanse. One more time. Inhale through your nose. And exhale through your mouth. And raise when you're ready. Feet adjust as high as needed, as short or close to the ground as needed, and start raising your hips as if you were just massaging every part of your vertebrae. And my legs walk wider and taller as I raise my hips, and my hands come to my hips, to my waist, to my kidney area to support my pelvic area. And I feel my body easily open the legs wide and tall, so I don't feed it on my legs, I support it through my glutes. And I find my gut area sinking, and I feel my body exhaling into my shoulder blades. Last long breath in, and I roll from the neck down. Every part of my vertebrae is massaged, and I slow it down the parts that I need to pay deeper attention. And I breathe in, and I extend my legs slowly towards the sky, and I feel my heels pressed up towards the ceiling. And my knees stretch gently. One more time. Breathe in. When my body's ready, I simply will walk my legs without bringing my left shoulder blade off the ground. My legs are going to walk towards the opposite side, towards the right side. Slowly, along the wall. I don't have to go any farther than any angle my body allows it. Maybe my right and left leg are able to touch the floor. Not better, not worse, just simply they move, and my left shoulder remains on the ground. And I soften my arms, I open my shoulder blades, I look away from my legs towards the left shoulder without raising my neck, and I breathe slowly. So how can I stretch in this position? All those oblique muscles that we were working with, right? All the hip joints that we're working with. The lower back muscles. Can I find my feet and my legs just engage enough that I can feel a balance? Is my abdomen sinking? Are my shoulders broadening? Is my head turning gently out? Last long deep breath in. Exhale, exhale all the way through, and then walking. Slowly, my knees bend. I don't have to force anything. My heels start walking softly, one leg at a time, both legs at the same time. It doesn't matter. Up towards the wall until my back is clear to the ground, and I pay attention to my right shoulder blade. I flex or extend my elbows at my necessity, and I bring my legs slowly onto the left side of your body. And I feel my knees giving enough room, my hips giving enough room, my legs extend and walk in any angle, maybe all the way towards the ground, stretching the legs as much as my body allows it. And my right shoulder blade stays on the floor, and I settle, and I feel all those muscles of the hips, of the glutes that we work so deeply on Monday, and the head looks out towards the right shoulder blade, and exhale. So what does it feel like to not having to hold something, but to let them rest? Passive extension of all those muscles. Can I soften my knees, and I soften my heels, and then let my weight, the natural weight of my body, extend those muscles and recognize what is the benefit on your body. Is there a strain? Is there a tension? Is there an ache? Is there something that is held back? Can I find my last 3 breaths into this position? Observing my jaw, my neck area to be just light. When and if my body is ready, I exhale all the way through, and then slowly, heel by heel, leg by leg, walking them very gently, using my hands if I need to. And as my legs lift, my head rotates and comes back to the center. The back lengthens into the ground, the hips move gently into center position, breathing in, breathing out, and without losing the opportunity to passively extend the inner thighs. If you have enough room, let your legs start separating from each other. Right leg to the right, left leg to the left, and then open your inner thighs and feel that your hips are still as close to the wall as possible or necessary. And let your toes open and your inner thighs broaden, and your tummy tuck in, and your shoulder blades come to the ground, and your jaw to be drawn to your throat. And the breath. Can you feel what happens when you find yourself imbalanced in this position? And you're using all your resources to pay attention to what it feels like to open those legs, and to separate your hips, and to open the muscles that connect your inner thigh or your knee into your inner hip area. And can you allow your hips to visualize how your hips right and left ilium separate, and they create a little bit of pressure to your sacrum. And when your sacrum is pressed and your lower back extends and your shoulders become broader and your neck becomes longer and your jaw is drawn closer towards your throat and you feel tall. And there's enough room then in your abdomen, right? Instead of closing the rib cage into the hips, we're lengthening that space. And the abdomen and all the abdominal organs, the digestive system and all those adjacent endocrine glands around it also find their space. And you exhale one more time, visualizing your body, observing all the things that are happening inside of you when your last long exhalation empties slowly from this pose. We're going to very, very gently, with your hands or without your hands, walking slowly your legs gently towards each other until maybe your knees need to bend, maybe your hands need to slowly raise your legs, and you gently walk heels, slide them in, moving your knees, supporting the muscles, not force your back. Exhale kindly when your body is ready. Choose a side. Usually away from your heart is a good sign to bring your body to flex the knees, to retract the feet into the wall, and you're going to slowly roll your body away from the heart and feel that your knees are flexed enough that your body rolls easily onto the right side if needed, or into your left side if that's more appropriate for your body, and the head rests on the floor, on your arm, on your bicep, on your shoulder, and you breathe kindly into this position. And exhale with your feet against the wall if possible, toes, heels, entire soul. And let your blood readjust, your heart to readjust. Your entire blood flow has brought a lot of oxygenation to your head. Make sure it's, again, your lungs also benefited through that. There's no so much pressure in that venous return. Your veins will actually be very grateful to the purification, right? All the used up, if there's such a thing, blood of oxygen from oxygen come back and cleanse your organs. And that's the process of cleansing. And when your body's ready. Without rushing, you don't have to catch up with anybody. Allow your legs to slowly extend in front of your body. Maybe your top arm, that is your left hand, touches in front of your chest, and you slowly walk until your elbows touch the ground, your forearms touch the floor, and you stay halfway up. And you breathe. And you exhale slowly to the position. Very nice. Let your body adjust to the change of pressure. When your body's ready, walk your hands in.
Raise your torso. Bring your hips slowly, pause as many times as your body needs to, into the wall behind you, allowing your tummy and your hips to work together to rest against the wall behind, and then build up from the base of your back to your shoulders, to your neck, to your head. Triceps and elbows and shoulder blades move into the wall. And the breathing finds again a sense of relaxation, a sense of calm. Your physical body has had an opportunity to be paid attention to. Right? The body does so many automatic activities. When do we have the opportunity to just be grateful to it, to give it a rest, to do a temporary fasting, to feed it with complete oxygenation so there's a perfect balance, not only physiologically, but also emotionally, that we're able to regulate our emotions and our thoughts, that we have an opportunity to understand what it feels like to be real, the real I inside, closer to it. There's that so much heaviness of the external expectations, and I invite my hands to gently come into the heart center, and the palms of the hands touch and the thumbs connect to your heart. And the elbows widen, the shoulders widen, and the head rests into the wall as if I were looking towards my pinky finger. And I breathe to exhale any leftover, any vestige of things I do not want to keep with me. And I observe my inhalation that is focused onto the harmony, into the sense of peacefulness, into the sense of encountering my own truth, not the one driven by my environment, but the one that is focused on my spiritual being, the one that chooses to walk the most direct path through the path of selfless, divine love.